Welcome to New SecretThe. Explosive secret revealed about Zhao Zhendong. Who would have thought that this actor, known for his cool and restrained demeanor, harbors a label that has shocked the entire internet, extremely afraid of kissing. Insiders know that Zhao Zhendong has almost instinctively avoided kissing scenes since his debut, rewriting scripts, deleting scenes, using camera tricks, avoiding them whenever possible, earning him the nickname Kissing Scene Immune. Yet, this very same person, while working with Zhai Yiying, suddenly underwent a stunning reversal, stepping on the gas and sending the audience's hearts racing. This wasn't just an ordinary attempt to break through, but a complete self-subversion. As the camera zoomed in, their breaths mingled, and the distance closed inch by inch, Zhao Zhendong no longer dodged, but instead released unprecedented tension, a hormonal surge erupting after long-term restraint. It wasn't exaggerated intimacy, nor deliberate showing off, but a natural approach, emotion first, feeling grounded. So you'll find that watching his kissing scenes isn't just watching the show, but getting emotionally involved, unable to help but blush and feel your heart race, even subconsciously avoiding screens in public places. What's even more captivating is the chemistry between him and Zhai Yiying. Zhai Yiying's acting has always been known for its gentle yet assertive quality, her eyes possessing a natural balance of healing and sharpness. When she stands before Zhao Zhendong, her emotions act like a lit fuse, precisely igniting all his suppressed desire to express himself. One is restrained, the other unrestrained, one steady, the other gentle. These two qualities align perfectly at the same moment, and under the camera, intimacy doesn't feel abrupt, but rather like a natural, inevitable outcome. Netizens reacted almost simultaneously. Is this the same Zhao Zhendong? So he wasn't incapable, he just didn't give it easily. He didn't film before because he was waiting for the right person in the right role. Every screenshot and every slow-motion replay on the trending topics is a reaffirmation of this transformation. Some describe the feeling as not exciting, but a highly sophisticated tension of ambiguity, not direct, but a gradual, progressive heart-fluttering experience. In fact, this exception was not accidental. Zhao Zhendong's transformation stems from an actor's absolute respect for the role. He didn't treat kissing scenes as gimmicks, but as the endpoint of emotional expression. When the character's trust, dependence, and longing are all laid out, intimacy has a reason to exist. This is why these scenes feel exceptionally real, so real that viewers dare not fast forward. Therefore, while the internet was still buzzing about his awakening, those who understood had already grasped a deeper meaning. This wasn't a character collapse, but a sign of an actor's maturity. Zhao Zhendong proved with this collaboration that restraint isn't a lack of ability, but a choice, and when that choice is illuminated by emotion, the resulting power is enough to captivate the entire screen. What truly makes people swoon isn't just the fleeting touch of lips, but every second of build-up before and after the kiss. Zhao Zhendong's eyes betray him first, his Adam's apple bob slightly, his breathing becomes unsteady, as if he's trying to suppress something, or perhaps confirming that the other person is truly there. That pause, a mixture of hesitation and longing, is more lethal than a direct kiss. Viewers can almost hear his erratic heartbeat. Zhai Yiying, on the other hand, embodies a different kind of fatal tenderness. She never rushes in, but rather slowly closes the distance with a glance, a slight smile. Her performance seems to say, "I'm not rushing you, but I'm right here." It's this understated certainty that leaves Zhao Zhendong with no way out. So, when the kiss actually happens, it's no longer a plot device, but the only outlet after an emotional dam breaks. The sweetest part is the details. Not the intensity, but the closeness, the soft laugh when foreheads touch, the brief but reluctant lingering after parting, and the sense of distance that lingers even after it's over. When the camera pulls back, the air is filled with the lingering warmth of ambiguity, making you want to watch it again and again, becoming more and more captivated. No wonder netizens say, this is the kind of kiss scene you'll see at night and still be savoring the next day. It's not loud, yet it's clingy, not straightforward, yet it has a powerful aftertaste. You might even find that the truly sweet part isn't the kiss itself, but that he's finally willing to take that step for her. For someone who once had an extreme fear of kissing, this small step represents absolute trust and emotional commitment. This is precisely why this collaboration is so precious. Not all couples rely on sweet moments. Some feelings of attraction grow slowly through restraint and closeness. Zhao Zhendong and Zhai Yiying perfectly captured that kind of heart-melting sweetness, unassuming yet firmly holding the emotional ground, not exaggerated, yet increasingly captivating. After watching, one can only sigh softly. True sweetness is something you're willing to hold your breath to feel. And when the screen closes, the lingering warmth persists. This after effect of attraction is its true power. You think the story is over, but the images in your mind automatically continue playing. That glance back, that moment of hesitation, that name almost blurted out, all echoing repeatedly in your heart. Zhao Zhendong's most daring move this time wasn't daring to film a kissing scene, but rather capturing the state of loving to the point of being afraid to easily confirm, instantly drawing the viewer in and making them completely empathize. What's even more subtle is that his change didn't cause the character to lose her original restrained charm. Instead, it made that restraint even more alluring. The more restrained, the more captivating, the slower, the sweeter. Viewers watched with bated breath, yet reluctant to fast forward, afraid of missing a single detail. It wasn't just simple ambiguity, but an inevitable progression driven forward by emotion. And Zhai Yiying's presence was like a perfectly placed key. She didn't need to forcefully pry open the other person, simply standing there quietly, her emotions already formed a magnetic field. Her approach wasn't aggressive, yet it left no escape. Her gentleness wasn't weak, but rather made people willingly surrender. Thus, you'll find that in this relationship, no one is in control, only mutually fulfilling. This is why this pairing is repeatedly mentioned, repeatedly edited, and repeatedly recommended. Netizens put it bluntly, this isn't artificial sweetener, it's the emotional flow between adults. There was no deliberate attempt to be sweet, yet it felt genuinely sweet. There were no dramatic ups and downs, yet it kept viewers hooked. That kind of sweetness is the kind that makes you sigh with relief and smile involuntarily after watching it. Perhaps years later, when people look back at the scene, what they remember isn't a certain popularity statistic, but that moment of surrendering to restraint. Zhao Zhendong proved with a breakthrough that true charm is never about boundaries, but about the weight of emotions being taken seriously. And Zhai Yiying, with her warmth, made everything just right. This kind of heart-fluttering feeling is worth remembering repeatedly. What truly elevates the story is the emotional resonance felt by the audience outside the screen. Many people didn't immediately discuss the plot after watching, but fell into a subtle silence, that feeling of being speechless after being struck. You suddenly realize that some heart-fluttering moments don't need dialogue explanations. A pause in the gaze, a misstep in breathing, is enough to make people understand that the character has crossed the line, yet is willingly accepting it. The most amazing thing about Zhao Zhendong's performance in this instance is not the breakthrough he made, but that he finally learned to portray insecurity in love. He no longer uses restraint as a protective shield, but makes it a part of his emotions. It was that slight hesitation, that hint of uncertainty, that made the character feel real and three-dimensional. What the audience saw wasn't arranged intimacy, but rather the process of someone letting their guard down in the face of emotion. Zhai Yiying's response was like a gentle yet firm support. Her character didn't loudly proclaim her love, but provided a sense of security with every approach. Her eyes held no probing, only acceptance, accepting his hesitation, and also his courage. Thus, the relationship was no longer a one-way breakthrough, but a two-way journey. As the initial hype subsided, what truly remained was the positive reception. Some began to seriously discuss the quality of the collaboration, the emotional direction, the cinematic language, and even the preciousness of taking a step back in adult love. Others remarked, sweetness doesn't have to be cloying, sometimes restraint itself is the highest form of romance. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.